Does morality depend on religion? Question mark. The United States is a religious country. Nearly 85% of Americans say they believe in God, and other 12% say they believe in a universal spirit or higher power. The main religion in America is Christianity. 41% of Americans reports believing that Jesus Christ will return to earth by 2050. When viewed from a non-religious perspective, the universe seems to be a cold, meaningless place, devoid of value and purpose. In his essay, A Free Man's Worship, written in 1902, Bertrand Russell expressed what he called the scientific view of the world. Inverted commas, the man is the product of cause which had no prevision of the end they were achieving, that his origin, his growth, his hopes and fears, his loves and his beliefs are but the outcome of accidental collocations of atoms. They know that not fire, no heroism, no intensity of thought and feeling can preserve an individual life beyond the grave, that all the labors of the ages, all the devotion, all the inspiration, all the noonday brightness of human genius are destined to extinction in the vast depth of the solar system, and that the whole temple of man's achievement must inevitably be buried beneath the debris of a universe in ruins. All these things, if not quite beyond dispute, are yet so nearly certain that no philosophy which rejects them can hope to stand. And the divine command theory states the basic idea of this theory is that God decides what is wrong and right. The main problem was identified by Plato, a Greek philosopher who lived 400 years before Jesus of Nazareth. Plato's books are written as conversation or dialogues in which Plato's teacher Socrates is always the main speaker. In one of them, Euthyphro, there is a discussion of whether right can be defined as what the God commands. Socrates is skeptical and asks if conduct right because gods command it, or do the gods command it because it is right. This one of the most famous question in the history of philosophy. Socrates' question is about whether God makes the moral truth true or whether he merely recognizes that they are true. There is a big difference between their opinions. According to divine command theory, nothing is good or bad except when God thinking make it so. There is a way to avoid these troublesome consequences. We can take the second of Socrates' opinions. We need not to say that right is right because God commanded it. Instead, we may say that God command us to do certain things because they are right. God, who is infinitely wise, recognizes that truthfulness is better than deceitfulness, and so he commands us to be truthful. He sees that killing is wrong, and so he commands us not to kill, and so on for the other moral rules. The theory of natural law. The Greek believed that everything in nature has a purpose. Aristotle, 384 322 BC, built this idea into his system of thought when he said that in order to understand anything, four questions must be asked. What is it? What is it made of? How did it come to be? And what is it for? Answer might be, this is a knife, it is made of metal, it was made by craftsmen, and it is used for cutting. The conclusion. This means that the religions Believer has no special access to moral truth. The believer and the non believer are in the same position. God has given everyone the ability to listen and to reason and to follow its direction. In an important sense, this leaves morality independent of religion. Religious beliefs does not affect the calculation of what is best, and the result of moral inquiry are religious neutral. Even though they may disagree about religion, believers and non believers inhabit the same moral universe. Thanks.